50-50 relationships are wound mate relationships. 50-50 relationships are where there is no clear leader and no clear follower. Both the man and woman are leading. They're both making decisions. They're both negotiating things. The man is not masculine. He's not in his masculine energy leading his woman with devotion, with consideration. And the woman is not really feminine. She's not submissive. She's not vulnerable. She's not following her man with total respect. Now, when I first met my wife, I had a deep wound where I was just not interested in stepping up as a man and taking care of her, cherishing her, and leading her, protecting her, providing for her. I just wanted an independent, strong woman who could fully take care of herself, who only wanted to take care of herself, so that I didn't have to be responsible and take care of her and cherish her and lead her. And so I attracted a wonderful woman who's very intelligent, very capable, but had a wound that is very complementary to my wound. And it was a wound that made her very resistant to being led by a man because of her fear of letting go of control, which, by the way, is a very common wound that women have these days. Now, our marriage actually worked pretty well for the first few years because we would both just take care of ourselves. I would lead myself. She would lead herself. We would get together. We would have fun together. We would connect together. We were attracted to each other, and it worked. But this was a wound mate relationship because it only worked because our wounds were so complementary to one another's. And it stopped working on the day that our first child, our baby boy, was born. Because on that day, my child, my son, fully opened up my heart in a way I did not think was possible. In that moment, I felt complete and utter devotion to him. All I was interested in was taking care of him, making sure he was safe, and making sure that his needs were met. And this activated my masculine instincts, which could not be shut off again, because from then on, my instinct was also not just to take care of my son, but to take care of my woman, to take care of my wife, to cherish her, to lead her, to protect her. From that moment on, my wife's resistance to following my leadership, to receiving my care, my consideration, my help, my support, became intolerable to me. Because that complementary wound that was making our relationship work was no longer present. Now it was my masculine instincts that were running the show. And so I learned how to lovingly lead her out of her resistance and into her feminine energy and teach her feminine, respectful communication. And my experience illustrates why so many people are just not going to get my videos. It's because their instincts are so buried and they're living out their love lives through their wounds.